Hello and happy Monday. Welcome back to another exciting day. I'm not sure what it will bring us exactly, but we'll find out together. At the moment, I'm working on an old school one-piece toilet. Blue with a white seat. Because obviously the seat went bad or broke, and they replaced it with a white. So I'm going to try to get the flapper working. Try to get the flush flapper working. It looks good, but it has an alignment issue, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Looks like they put a little bottle full of pebbles in here to displace some water so they don't use as much, and this nipple and T was in this float, the flapper, to help weigh it down and seal off the water a little bit more, but it wasn't doing the job. See if we can't fix it permanently. Or maybe just replace the whole thing. I don't think that's happening though. I'm gonna see if I can't make this work and price the customer for a whole new two-piece, maybe? That is stripped out. Of course it is. Those are not coming out. I tilted this whole thing forward by bending this base a little bit. So I'm hoping here it'll sit down better, seal it off. It's had some dye in it for some time now. We have a tinge of it coming through. Nope, scratch that idea. I'm gonna renege on that little idea and just replace the whole assembly. Fortunately, one of our supply houses just around the corner, literally just around the corner, had one left in stock. So yeah, we'll do exactly what they want us to do and replace that until they're ready to replace the whole toilet. Her thing is that it matches the rest of the fixtures in here. There's a bathtub and there's a sink with the same color blue, and she would like it to match. So we got some replacement parts here, and here's the seal, and here's the brass seat where it sits on and seals. And the moment of truth, if these will come loose or not. Number 3 Phillips. Wait, I only have to get the tabs. Now I'll show you out, and then I can pull the ring. Here, you see that tab? Even if the screws don't come loose themselves from the threads, you know, I'll tighten this. Maybe it'll go around that way. Old school, 1949 old school. That's what the date says. Look at these old instructions though. That's old. Oh man, that's so cool. So whatever those holes down in there were for, apparently aren't really used for anything because it says just to plug them off. And so we would do just that. Okay, so here's the brass piece that sits above on the top here, and here's the rubber piece that seals it off from the porcelain here. Let me make sure to put these two holes over on the left side. That's where your chain will pull up on the flush assembly. Let me just go like this instead. There we go. The rest of this is fairly self-explanatory. You got this copper-looking arm. It's actually the bracket that holds the whole float assembly on. Make sure it goes this way. And then the flapper down there screws on. And it's not rocket science at this point. Use these two bolt holes, of course, to mount the bracket. And don't drop anything down that hole. No pressure. The chain too should be pretty self-explanatory. I've got it set so it just barely has a whole lot of tension there. I'll make sure that works before I cut off any more length. We don't need that in the way of it shutting back down or otherwise preventing it from flushing properly. So right now my task is to go up on the rooftop of a house, just a house, and cut some vent pipes. Cut the cap off a vent pipe, should I say. Which means I need to get up to my ladder on top of the van I drive. But gotta get this piece of pipe out of my way first. I just need to take this piece of pipe off and leave it back in stock. Regardless, I have a ladder with me. I just gotta get this out of the way. That's all. Just so you know, the only time I really need to get up there like I just did was to take a piece of pipe off if there's something up there like that. Just to strap up the ladder, I don't need to get up here. Makes it nice. I know I've mentioned it before how these Diablo carbide tip Sawzall blades are basically the best for cutting cast iron pipe and similar. They're just the best at cutting that type of pipe. Now they also work really good for cutting PVC because they are actually pretty smooth at the cut and they don't jump around like some more aggressive wood blades. They work out really well that way instead of causing a lot of issues with jumping around and cracking the pipe and what have you. we're on site now. Got a couple issues with a bathroom and a water heater. Lav sink is draining slow. They're smelling a weird smell when they turn their hot water on when they get up in the morning for the shower. Toilet doesn't flush right. Leak at the water heater. So I'm just listing out the issues right here. This is actually through a warranty company that provides coverage for issues. The seller provided the policy for the buyer, and they cover the issues like this. They pay a little deductible and we take care of the issues and then take care of the billing with the warranty company. I've mentioned that before. So I've got a system down to make it work. Toilet doesn't flush right. It's got a broken flapper. Drain is slow. I'm gonna auger that drain out. Funny smell in the water. I'm gonna change out the anode rod. Leak at the water heater. Temperature and pressure relief leaking. So these 4 issues are probably gonna be separate. They're gonna ask for how much time is involved, what the material is. I gotta factor in the drive time from my previous job to here and also the time involved talking to them. Dun dun dun. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Alright, then I'm gonna list out parts and material and give them a call. We'll be good to go. Alright, give them a call.
Complete diagnosis and estimate for the job. Main menu. Please say one of the following. Authorizations.
Authorizations.
Sure. What is your dispatch number?
44625.
We transfer your call to the next available associate. You do not need authorization.
And so forth and so on. So now we wait just a little bit. I'm gonna get a few things rounded up in the back, and then I'm gonna head in and probably start on, well, the toilet, I suppose. We'll see how that goes. Uh-oh, the chain got caught. Better shorten that up. Perfect. So my plan was to take out that anode rod with my wrenches. And then I would get because I misplaced my socket. I would have loved to have a socket on my breaker bar, but I think I can find my socket. Something happened to them. Because I rarely change out anode rods and barely use them, so I was gonna go get a new socket when I went to get the anode rod down the street at a supply house. It's not moving. Honestly, the whole water heater itself is in kind of bad shape. I might as well just tell them to replace it. Until I decide what the fate of this water heater is going to be, I just got to move on and keep going doing the rest of my job here. So the next thing will be to auger out the drain in the bathroom, at the bathroom sink drain. We'll get that blasted out with a Milwaukee 18-volt switch pack auger. Love that thing. I don't have to hold it in my hands. I think I mentioned that before, but it is very cool. Let's get started. Load some things up and bring them inside. This ain't working. I ran that snake. Ran it. It is not going anywhere. I think my plan is to come back with a slightly smaller in diameter snake. Auger. Try that. And that's why I want a 5/16 cable for this as well. That's a 3/8. When you're to the point of you're afraid you're actually gonna break the weld where the threads of that actually walled onto the tank and you're about ready to snap that. That's when you know it's time to stop. Also that drain, come back, and we'll just schedule that back with them. If nothing else, we'll just dig it up and replace it. Easy, right? If any of you out there are a homeowner and have the warranty policy with some other warranty company, you got your side of the deal, so you know what that's like. I took care of everything with the customer, called them back, explained the situation. So they're gonna send us a water heater directly here, and we'll just take it there and replace it. And then I'll also attempt to clear that drain with this little smaller snake. And if not, I think we're looking at a replacement. So how it goes with this old cast iron and a slab floor. It makes it real fun. Anyways, thought I would just wrap that up with a little side note, and we'll just have to get it taken care of someday. I'm gonna leave it off from here. Go get my son, since that is my day to go get him. We're gonna see how that goes with him tonight, have some fun. It's always fun with a 4-year-old. Thanks for joining along. I'm gonna see you the next time. Appreciate all your involvement. Later. Hey then. You know, if you fall asleep now, you'll never sleep through the night. You keep us all up. No napping. Not anymore. Let's go inside. Good boy.